All right, so this is the front step down. Now what the front step down is meant to do is to really strengthen especially those quads, but as the ankle comes into that dorsiflexed position. So it's great for squatting. It's also going to be great for just developing some of the front muscle of the knee there, which is better for your patella if we can get those things firing. Now there's a few ways that we can do this. One, we just want to make sure that we're doing it to a range of motion that does not cause any pain, and what you do is you develop a slight lean against the wall, and then that same foot, so I'm leaning against my right foot comes up, and then from here, however far out I put my foot is going to change the difficulty. So if I just leave it right here, this is where my difficulty is. My hip stays extended, but I bend my knee forward until my heel just touches the ground, and then I press myself back to that top position. All right, so it would be nice and controlled down, up. Okay, now if I go further out, I get a little bit more range of motion. I'm still looking to keep this hip extended, so this knee has to flex significantly. And you want to get to the point where you can do it all the way where your heel's just barely on the ground, and then pressing back up. And then once you've developed that, you can start working with the slant board, which is going to just increase the amount of load that goes forward because it puts you on your toes a little bit. So I've got the slant board facing down like this. Same thing, this time I'm not really worried about my heel touching so much as I'm just paying attention to my heel leaving the slant board. So as I come down, my hip stays extended. I get to about here with control, press back up. All right, and what that does is it really turns on that teardrop quad, or the VMO, which is going to help your patella track for what it's supposed to be tracking during knee flexion, which is anything squatting, running, lunging, all those things. And what's great about this exercise is it develops one leg, then the other leg, which means we can really figure out those imbalances and get those addressed. So that way we have a better foundation to build strength upon. All right, so this is a front step down, and there's elevation to this, right? So we can elevate this more. We can also increase the range of motion if we need to, but I don't believe that that's going to be the case for most people. It's really just going to be the slant.